The Lalin River flows through the south part of Heilongjiang province and is formed by the melted snow of the Jiangguangkai mountain. Lalin means happiness in Manchu language. The Lalin River irrigates more than 20,000 square kilometers of land on both sides and nourishes tens of thousands of acres of rice fields in Duzha Town, Wuchang City. Du Dongshui, Huang Changchen, Hao Yunrong, and Chen Honggang are local peasants of Duzha Town. The quiet flowing Lalin River has been witnessing the changes in Duzha Town and has recorded their lives and stories. The early spring in North China is still chilly. At 3 o'clock in the morning, 70-year-old Du Dongjue got up early. Du has been a peasant for all his life, but this year, a rare low temperature occurs.
You can't go to work this morning? All right.
Tell him to talk to Han.
How about this? You should talk to Han, or there will be short of one person. I'll have to send someone else.
Talk to Han.
Do you know Han's phone number?
All right.
You don't? All right, I'll just
later.
send someone else later.
Look at these seedlings. They are much better than those of last year. They are neat and good.
53-year-old Wang Shangchun is also busy with growing seedlings in this early spring. Wang is a village head. In busy seasons, he needs to take care of not only his family, but also lots of things in the village.
It's easy to be pressed by the wheel after being dried up.
If it's too wet, it's not easy to press,
Yes.
right? Here, I'm full. You can have mine.
Okay, I need some soup. It's
Wait,
dry.
have a poached
I'll
egg.
have it later. The doctor asked me not to eat too much.
3 months ago, Huang's elder daughter gave birth to a baby girl. Now she comes home with the baby, which made Wang very happy.
Keep quiet, you'll wake her.
Playing with his granddaughter before work is the happiest thing of the day.
Move your little head.
Yes, I'm turning it.
My granddaughter doesn't cry. Look at you, look at you.
She must be upset.
But she doesn't cry.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Cheng Honggang drove home after work. He's the second son of his family, so people call him Early. Different from his father and big brother who had been doing farm work at home all their lives, 38-year-old Early had been working away from home. He had hoped to work hard to leave the village since he was a child. But 5 years ago, he came back and started an online shop to sell Dawasheng rice.
Have you sent me the vacuum bags of 500 grams? The day after tomorrow, I'm running out. Please hurry up. Okay, bye. They will be sent the day after tomorrow.
In early spring, before the planting season gets busy, the villagers use the time to arrange and hold their children's weddings. The head of women's affairs, Hao Yunrong, always lends them a hand. Everyone in the village trusts and relies on her. It was 3 years ago when Hao became the head of Women's Affairs. Since then, she's been in charge of Women's Affairs and cultural activities. Although Hao was born in the 70s, she feels she's only getting younger and younger.
It's almost ready.
Here's a little souvenir. We hope you like it.
Why aren't you guys drinking?
Well,
Go
if you start
ahead.
drinking
Please
now,
help
there'll be
yourselves.
nothing left later.
You.
Have a seat. Why don't you drink with
I'm
us?
fine.
Hey, brother, tell her to sit down and have a drink.
It's okay, brother. It's a special occasion.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What if we really run out?
No, don't worry.
The footsteps of early spring awaken the land bordering the Lalin River from its winter slumber. Preparations for the planting season are about to begin. Spring is the best time of the year. Although this sentiment is not aired by the villagers very often, it is deeply engraved in each and every one of their hearts and minds.
They're there already.
Yes, we'll be there. We're on our way. We ate late today, so...
They'll make it work somehow. Don't worry.
He went out to buy medicine for his mom, so we need one more person. Yes. He'll be back in the afternoon. He just went to buy medicine this morning.
Ask if they can hold out till noon.
Do you think you can hold out until noon? Oh, let's talk about it later when I get there. It's noisy, the train's passing by. Yes. I'll see you
For
later
the last
then.
3 years,
Bye.
Du Dongshui has been growing rice for a businessman from Tianjin. This businessman thinks very highly of the farmland of Duizha town, and he also likes Du's character. That's why he invests in dozens of rice fields. His confidence puts Du under great pressure. From the breeding to the sprouting, Du feels he can't afford to make the slightest mistake.
And right over there, we'll be putting up 3 more.
Wow, you work fast.
That's the
good
plan.
progress.
Yes.
It would be very nice if you could finish them by tomorrow. Everything else will go smoothly then.
Yes. But I'm guessing it'll take around 2 days before we can finish everything.
Oh, next month I'll try to come again. I want to see when you transplant the seedlings.
We should have sprouts by then. It all starts from seedlings.
Right.
Where there are seedlings, there's a harvest. Imagine not having them. They're critical. And in order for the transplanting to succeed, they have to be healthy. That's why seedlings need to be raised with care, you know what I mean?
Du has held the position of production team leader since his 30s. He made the production team famous in Duizha. Their fame spread as far as Wuchang City. But since he was getting old, he thought it would be nice to grow his own land at his own leisurely pace. But then, he met the businessman from Tianjin. He was hesitant at first. His oldest son runs a rice factory. His younger son runs a supermarket. And his daughter's involved in the rice business in Beijing. His children are all living good lives. However, since the nation has many policies that benefit farmers, he thought it would be a good time to do something great. More importantly, he thinks he is too young to retire.
Okay, that's good. We have guests, everyone. Come and say hi.
It's embarrassing. We're dirty. Besides, we have so
As you
much
can
to
see,
do.
we're busy. We worked on 9 nurseries today, so we're done with 18.
How much does Mr. Chui pay you?
Well, for 198 acres, he pays me about 8,000 yuan a month.
I see.
He also gives me a bonus.
How much is it? It's a lot, isn't it?
100,000 a year.
That's great.
Yeah. But we're all working hard to make it worth his while. So...
Still, that's a lot of money.
Well, I suppose.
So in a year, how much do you get?
Hang on. Let's see.
Nearly 200,000.
That sounds about right.
Although Wan Changchun's family is also busy with their farm, he is unable to do his share of the work. Because something has come up in the village that has made him very angry and very upset.
Hello, Mr. Yu. The irrigation ditch in our village is no good. The contractor cut down on the materials. There's no sand in it, so the walls are beginning to fall apart.
The water of the Lalin River is essential for growing good rice. It is the lifeblood of the entire village. So if something is wrong with the water, it would be a huge problem. Wang is burning with anxiety.
This is no good at all. It's shabby work. Do you hear that? It sounds hollow inside. I'm sure there's nothing in it. This wouldn't last for even 2 years. They could have filled it with stone powder. They said sand's expensive. Instead of leaving it hollow, use some stone powder.
Nothing could bring Wang down. He is a man of action. So he took it upon himself to lead the men of the village in fixing the ditch.
Could you check this?
Early was in the Navy for 3 years. After his service, he went to the big cities like Shanghai and Dalian to
The
work,
numbers don't seem to be
while all the
adding up.
villagers were thinking that he'd be staying in the city to chase after much bigger dreams. He silently went back to the village and started
Could
an
you tell me
online
what
shop.
happened with this batch?
Oh, they were packed this morning. Maybe it's because of the bags.
Did you double-check the seal?
Yes, I remember checking them when I packed them this morning.
When you package it, seal it and then stretch it out. Otherwise, it's not going to be vacuumized.
Oh.
One bag costs around half a yuan, and so we can't afford to waste them. Be careful next time and stretch them out. Weigh the bags
they have to
again
be
when you're done
stretched.
packaging. See if they're leaking, and don't forget to check that they're sealed properly.
Yes.
If you find a problem, well then you would have to look for the cause. You can't just ignore it and put it with the rest.
Yes.
Let's keep trying our best not to waste the bags.
These are all for you. It's a
Wow.
lot of orders.
Really? Let me see that. There must be over 200 sheets. It's the off-season, yet we're doing well. How are the others doing? Do you know?
Not that good. They're still getting orders, but they're less than yours. I heard that your father scolded a worker the other day.
Yes, a customer came in complaining that the product was bad and then returned it. Well, of course, we gave him a refund. And so we had to recall the whole batch so there won't be any more complaints. That's why my father got angry. Old people are different from young people. They think differently. My father scolded me too. The worker got upset and quit. After that, I was the only one left and I had to do the packaging by myself for a whole day. I don't want to do that again. It's exhausting. So I got the worker back the day after. My father's very strict.
He is.
He's different from us. But he's right. It's really unacceptable to send bad products to your customers. If you do, it'll ruin your reputation.
Since growing rice is a more lucrative venture,
So how long
the people
is
of
it?
Duzha town plan to convert many dry farmlands into rice fields.
25.8.
And that means some land has to be remeasured. Normally, the people of the village are on friendly terms with each other. However, when it comes to land distribution, even the slightest mistake is not tolerated.
The measurements last time were wrong. Some lands are too small.
You have to check it
What
again
should we
then.
do?
I don't think the measurement's right.
This is 25 meters!
No, that's wrong.
What is 25.8 plus 6?
Hey, can you check it again?
You're so stubborn!
Can't allow that to happen.
They'll have it bad over there!
No,
There's a mistake somewhere!
We have to
That's
go
only
find it.
18.3 meters!
It's too small. It's not enough.
That's right.
It's
I
unfair to
totally
law.
agree with you.
Well, something went wrong along the way
Do
then.
something about this.
Ao Yun-rong was beginning
gonna
to
fix
feel
this?
uneasy.
It's not
She's
enough.
afraid that the
We
fight
better
over
get
land
moving.
distribution would only continue to escalate, as it did in other villages.
Hey!
Maybe we
aren't
should
we
start
done here
over.
already?
Get outta here.
We should all head to the north!
Yeah, let's go northwards.
We're wasting time! Let's settle this today! Can someone check the measurements?
Should we get the
Come on,
authorities
come
involved?
on!
Okay,
Do it!
I'll do a last double
I'll
check.
calculate it again.
Get it
Yes,
right,
yes.
Let's just get this over with. I mean, planting season is almost here.
I know how you feel, but we have to get the measurements just right.
We're running out of time.
She's right. When are we going to prepare?
If someone's land is a little short, then just adjust everyone else's a bit. I've been saying this from the very beginning. Start from least land, then go downwards. But we have to get all the measurements right. A little adjustment and we're done.
Luckily enough, they finally came to an agreement regarding distribution. It was only a false alarm, one that made Hao Yunrong once again feel that land is the lifeblood of all farmers. Zhu Xiaoyi is Arlie's wife. She works from home handling the customer service for their online shop. Unlike the other villagers, her lifestyle doesn't revolve around farming. Outside the walls of their courtyard and on their windowsills, she plants many flowers that are not common to the village. She also keeps a poodle, a breed rarely seen there. Arlie makes fun of her, saying she's not in the city anymore. Xiaoyi came to the village because she knows that she can only feel secure if she is with her family.
That's not good. Don't hit Dodo. Oh my goodness, let go, let go. Don't grab Dodo's hair. Okay, no, come on. Let go of Dodo. Let go, all right? Do you want to go home? Oh good, you said brother? Do you want to see your brother? Let's go to your mom, okay?
Give her the phone back.
It's all right, I got it.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye, see you again. Okay, these beans are good.
They're better than the ones before, right?
Mm-hmm. Most brides get a lot of gifts on their wedding day. I got nothing, but it's fine. I didn't want it. My wedding was as simple as they come. You can even say that it was a cheap wedding. Even if they had a cheap wedding, most couples would have a place to live in. Not us, though. We had nothing. We had to rent. My sister told me, "You're young, but our parents are getting old. Aren't you ashamed to ask them for money?" I thought so too. I mean, we still have our lives ahead of us. Since we're young, there's still time to make a better life.
You got it? Ow, ow, ow.
Hao Yunrong's husband accidentally dropped the hammer on her
Let
head.
me see.
She's been complaining to her husband ever since then. But in her heart, she knows that no one cares about her more than her husband.
Sorry about that, honey. I didn't see you.
Oh my goodness. How can you say that? I was right there. Were you trying to get even with me?
Of course not.
Hao and her husband have been married for more than 20 years. They have a 20-year-old daughter. Her husband, Zhong Hailong, is 4 years older than Hao. Whenever she thinks about the past and how her husband looked then, she becomes wistful as she remembers how handsome he was.
That's when you were just married, right? Do you have any of you two before
Like
that?
when we were engaged.
Dad was really handsome back then.
Yes, he really was. And look at his hair. It's like that of a pop star's. And he liked me. When we were still dating, we took a lot of walks along Lalin River. There were a lot of mosquitoes buzzing around. We were bitten from head to foot. Now that I think about it, must have been very itchy. But back then, we didn't notice because we were on a date. One day, during one of those walks, he asked me to marry him. It was when the sun was about to set. Its faint rays were glowing on the surface of the river. It was a beautiful scene. I couldn't have asked for a more romantic proposal.
Hao Yunrong was born in the village, but her tastes are like those of someone from the city. She likes makeup and pretty dresses. She believes that life has to be enjoyed in a beautiful way.
Aren't you done yet?
Almost. Just wait.
Ah, jeez. That gadget of yours almost tripped me. You have nothing to do all day when you're at home, so I don't understand why you need that.
I use it for sweeping.
But
What
can't you do
else?
that yourself?
I don't have time, so I let it sweep
It's
for
used
me.
in the city, it's not for us.
Yes, my friend who lives in Wuchang City has one. But it's not like we live in a cave. We can use it too.
You're just being lazy.
I do all the laundry and all the cooking. It can sweep while I do my makeup.
Wang Changshun has two children.
Part's fine already.
His daughter is careful and thrifty,
Go on to the
while his son spends rather lavishly. If he thinks the season will be busy, Wang calls his son, who's living in the city, back to the farm. One reason is that there's too much work to do. The old couple couldn't possibly handle everything themselves. The other reason is that Wang hopes his son would realize the hardship of life by sweating under the sun doing farm work. Young people will always think like young people. Wang's son has a different set of values in life, which makes Wang feel frustrated.
I told my father I could only help them for a few more years. If my career goes well, I won't have time to come back. So I said, I'll just give him more money. And if he wants, he can hire someone to help. If not, he can just keep the money. Anyway, I told him to just do what he can. I told him not to work too hard to the point of exhausting himself. In a few years, I won't be able to come back, because if I come back here every year, my own career will be delayed.
The temperatures these days are lower than in previous years. While working in the rice mill, Du Dongshui worries that the seedlings may not grow well because of the weather. All of a sudden,
Hello?
he gets a phone call, bearing news which makes him even more worried.
Is it serious? I'll go there right away. See you then. I'll go there. Wait for me, yes. Hello, I'm here. How bad is it?
Come see for yourself.
Is it a serious problem? How is it? Okay, let's go. Show me where.
Just come and see.
3 nurseries.
Around 2 or 3. Yes, more like 3.
Okay, let's see how serious it is.
Well, on the surface, it doesn't look very serious, but if you look...
Didn't you notice anything yesterday?
I dropped by yesterday and they were fine, but when I looked this morning, they were like this.
What's this? What happened here? The roots are about to rot.
They have medicine for that. We used it before. It takes effect within 2 or 3 days.
Right, I remember. Let's go and buy the medicine later. Then spray it. We should do it as soon as possible. So only 3 nurseries were affected? It's not too bad then. We just have to spray them. But we need to hurry. Hello, Mr. Shui. It's Du. There's a little problem with the seedlings, but it's only in 3 nurseries. The rest of the seedlings, look okay. The roots in the 3 nurseries look like horses' hooves. I think that it's probably bacterial wilt. But please, do not worry. I'll go and get a college student to record it and send it to you so you can see, okay? That's all for now. I'll buy the medicine right away. Really? That's all right. I'll talk to you then.
Too cold. This needs to be closed. The rest as well. Hey, Du.
Yeah?
Do me a favor and bring me the medicine quickly.
Why not just take the IV?
Let's try this first.
Look, don't worry. Getting worried doesn't help any. We'll find a way somehow.
How can I not? You didn't listen to me. If we hired an ergonomist...
Don't bring that up.
Well, better
We've
safe
already
than sorry.
discussed this. If we do what you say and get an expert, how much would that be? I'm just trying to save money for Mr. Shui.
But still...
Besides, what can an ergonomist do? Can he control the weather? People don't have control over the low temperature. Don't worry. We can't have you getting sick.
Oh,
Okay?
dear.
You don't want to get a heart attack.
I can't work the excavator tomorrow. I have other things to do.
I want to
All
see my
right,
granddaughter.
let me see if I can find someone else. I'll get back to you on that.
I've had a
After a busy day, what makes Wang's wife the happiest is making a video call with her daughter in the city
There she is.
so she can see her granddaughter on the phone.
It's Grandma.
Wang loves his granddaughter very much, but right now he's not in the mood to see her.
She looks hot. It's too hot.
Yes.
Adults can stand too much heat, let alone children.
You're right. I think she's uncomfortable.
Can't you sleep because it's too hot? Oh, baby. Oh, honey.
I have someone in mind. I'll call him and ask. I'll let you know first thing tomorrow morning, if he's agreed to do it. All right. Okay. It's done. He was cleaning the entire time I was there, and I told him to clean the whole place up. He said okay. He'd clean it completely. Well then, if some places are too narrow, just get a shovel and then dig it up.
College entrance exams are 2 months away. Hao Yunrong is renting a house for her daughter in the city to make her final preparations. Her daughter has been very anxious recently. Her husband is busy with farm work, so he couldn't help support their daughter, which puts Hao under great pressure.
Are you tired, hon? Have some milk.
What's this? I don't want it. I've already had a lot. Take it away.
It's good
I
for
said
you.
I don't want it. Don't make any more. I'm not gonna drink it. I'm busy now. Can you leave me alone?
All right. I'll just leave it here.
I already said I'm not drinking it, Mom. Enough already. Just leave me alone, okay?
Just like all parents dealing with rebellious children going through puberty, Hao Yunrong feels a deep sense of helplessness. She's happy with her life. However, she can't help but feel regret for never having been to college. That's why she hopes her daughter would be able to accomplish her dream.
Yeah, so you're okay? She's under a lot of stress. She hasn't been eating, but strangely, she's getting toothaches. I know. I'll buy some medicine for her and try to get her to eat. But when I ask her, she keeps saying she doesn't want anything. Oh, I'm so worried. We have rice to grow and I have to take care of her at the same time. Anyway, let's just do our best. If you need help, I'll find time to go back.
I saw him slacking off on the job. He just stood there with a shovel and smoked. It's just wrong, right? Too bad he was nowhere near me. If he were, I would have scolded him. He should work properly.
In Wang Changchun's opinion, this year's preparations aren't going very smoothly. They have just finished solving the problem with the ditch. But then the water pump suddenly breaks
I
down.
have to leave soon and look for the mechanic.
Wasn't he supposed to come yesterday? What happened?
Maybe he's too busy. His phone was turned off. I finally got you. You had me worried. I really think we should work until late today to fix the water pump. I have to start transplanting the seedlings tomorrow. If you don't fix it today, well then, several lands would have no water. The villagers would throw a fit and come to me complaining. I did call after tilling the land. I called you several times. You never answered. I was so worried.
In a few more days, massive rice transplanting will start in the village.
Hey.
Will there be enough time to get the pump fixed?
Yesterday.
Wang Shangshun is apprehensive about it.
When will you fix our pump? Are you drying this for me?
Mm.
That's good then. When did you start drying it? Was it after I called you? Their lands lack water, so of course they'll be worried.
Yes, you told me.
The pump broke down around 12 o'clock noon, the day before yesterday. You could have started then. It wasn't raining. If you had then, it would already be dry. You put me in trouble, but I see you finished the others.
No. I'm trying my best to fix it for you. I'm sorry I couldn't go any faster.
If you need another 5 hours to dry it, it'll be dark.
I'll get up early and do it tomorrow.
It has to be today, no matter how late it'll be. I need it in the morning, okay? I'm transplanting tomorrow. How about this? I'll bring all of this stuff with me and pick up the pump. Then I'll take them home. You can come fix it there.
You can just bring the pump here.
Listen, I'll take these home, as well as the pump. Then you fix it there, so the villagers can see how we spend their money. Do you understand? I would have brought it here if I wanted to fix it here. I would have done it yesterday.
Huang firmly believes that working for the village is the same as working for his own family. Money should be spent with careful consideration. Not a cent should be wasted.
Come on, we have to hurry up or else we won't make it by tomorrow. We still have to be careful, though.
Huang has set up a rule for himself to take his job as village head seriously. He intends to serve the village with sincerity.
All right, watch it now.
Good morning. We'd like to announce that the seedlings of Dudong Shui got bacterial wilt, so please beware of that. It has been cold these days, more than expected, so we advise everyone to take some kind of preventive measure, and to do it soon.
What happened to their seedlings
Ready?
threw Du Dongshui and his wife into a panic.
Show me where to spray.
He has listened to the advice of the local agricultural station and started taking preventive measures.
They're doing much better. They survived. Well, take a good look while you're spraying. If you see something soft, then just spray more there. It should help strengthen them so that they won't contract the disease.
So only the bad parts?
There aren't any bad parts. They're much better now. This is just precaution. We're almost done here. The temperature can't be too high, okay?
I know
Yang?
that already.
See, if the temperature is low, the only thing that would happen is it would grow slowly. On the other hand, if the temperature is too high, it would rot.
Right.
The roots would get damaged, so be careful, okay?
After the pump had been fixed, Wang Shangshun finally had the time to start working on his own lands.
How are your seedlings?
Huh?
How are your seedlings?
Not too good. I mean, a lot of them haven't sprouted yet.
Are they thin?
Right where I put the duck feces, there's no sprout.
Oh, what were you thinking? Duck feces are too strong for rice seedlings. It's bad for them.
No, I think I didn't water them enough.
I'm telling you, it's the feces.
All right. Sell your seedlings to me.
Sure, no problem. You got it. I'll reserve it for you.
It's looking good. We'll make it. I'm sure of it.
I hope so.
The machine for transplanting needs maintenance.
Here you go.
Hao Yunrong and her husband always talk about the upcoming college entrance exams.
Are you almost done?
In any case, they both want their child to have a good
She's neglecting
future.
her health.
What do we do?
She's anxious.
What?
It'll be done by then, right?
Yes.
I mean the rice transplanting? Hmm?
Don't worry, even if she fails. Then she can just live off me.
Oh, come on. It's better if she does well.
But what else can we do?
She should pass and leave here.
What's so bad about staying?
What's good about getting dark from doing farm work?
A lot of students come back.
If she comes back to the village, that means she'll just get engaged and then get married. What about her future? She can have a better future if she goes to college.
Contrary to what she said, Hao Yunrong herself doesn't want to leave the village for a life in the
Let's just wait
city.
and see.
She has lived here for over 40 years. Life may be hard, but it's flourishing. Hao thinks that she is very happy in the village.
How are we going to help her?
Do we have a lot of orders? Huh?
Yes, quite a lot. We're doing well.
No, the big ones won't do. We're not
Why
taking
not?
them. They're not local. I'll show you what the
Okay.
local ones look like. Next time when you stock the coal rice, smell it first. If it smells, just don't accept it. Return them all. If we sell them, our customers would complain. Uncle, what brings you here?
Nothing much. Do you have time?
Sure. I heard the other day that your seedlings went bad and that you and your wife fell ill.
That's
Is that right? How are you now?
Things are better now.
You used medicine?
We did.
I see.
Dudong Zhui's daughter is also in the rice business and wants to find a better way of selling it. She thought of selling it online. In order to help her daughter set up an online shop, he went to Early to ask him for some advice.
Some pointers for her.
Starting an online shop isn't easy. Even we had a hard time. When we were starting out, we had no sales. No one was buying from us because no one knew us. So we thought of giving it away for free as a gift. Then I found other sellers like me. They were from South China. They sell sea cucumbers and home fabrics. I gave the rice to them for free. We were losing money. Quite a lot, but then things changed. Sales started coming in. And after that, we worked hard on the shop. We stayed up late, sometimes all the way until midnight, really. And then, little by little, we started getting customers. And every day, a few more came in. Now we're doing well, and our annual volume is 67 million, more or less.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's all right.
Well, I hope you could help her. I'll come back again with her. Please give her some advice, okay?
No problem. I'll talk
That's
to her
great.
about it.
Thank you. Because I'm afraid that I won't be of much help to her.
It's okay.
I'm on a delivery.
So what are these?
They're, bean cakes. Hold on, I'll call you back.
Oh.
They're bean cakes. There's 20. Some of them have mud.
The one we opened isn't good.
Okay, what about the rest?
I'll have to check every bag first and see how they look.
So, are there
Okay,
any
this looks
mistakes?
good. 1,700. I'll pay in cash. Do you have a receipt?
Yeah.
Wait, let me count it out. 4, 5, 7, 8, 12. Here you go. Thank you.
The Lalin River flows slowly. In the evening, the whole village finally stops being busy and settles down. It's time to rest. This short silence is considered by the villagers as a gift for all their hard work. Dudong Zhui's daughter is making dinner. She's waiting for her parents to come home.
Hello? Dad? What time will you be home? Oh, I see. Okay.
There's mud on my hands. I fell into the water yesterday. It was up to my waist. But luckily enough, my phone's okay. I was able to get it out right away. Mr. Shui called. He told me not to sell the seedlings. I said we hadn't grown them yet. We can just talk about it after they've grown. Besides, I'd rather throw them away than sell them.
Let's just wait. Let's wait before we decide what to do with them. Let's just keep doing our best until the transplanting.
This year it's been so hard growing them. You've said before that you were going to quit. Are you quitting next year?
I'm not quitting. Mr. Shui trusts us. How can we let him down? It's hard, but we have to do it. We have no choice. Besides, the preliminary work is actually all done. Millions have been invested here.
That's right.
Who would take over? If I couldn't do it, I shouldn't have accepted the job. But since I have, I should keep working until the job's done.
But didn't you get sick the other day?
Only because we were worried about the seedlings. Besides, we're all better now.
What happened to the seedlings is rare. The temperature's been unusually low. No one can do anything about the weather being bad. People with more lands couldn't do anything either.
That's right. And besides, it's the right thing to do. Since we've given him our word, we should do everything we can to fulfill it. If we quit halfway, we'll get him into trouble. That's not good.
Yes, we have to keep working. We can
have to
still do
it,
it anyway,
no matter what.
since we're both still healthy. If Mr. Sui wants to keep fighting, then we should fight with him.
That's right.
They're all presidents? None of them are young anymore.
The president of France is only 39, I think.
Oh,
He just
that's-
assumed office.
Yeah, right.
I don't see him there, though. The president of France is the youngest president in the world.
Maybe he's off camera.
I heard that he married an older woman.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's new.
I think I read it or saw it somewhere. I don't really remember exactly.
Most men want to marry someone younger. Why did he marry someone older?
I don't know. I don't remember that part.
Are you still all right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Careful. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wang Changchun and the villagers are on their way to the field to put the repaired pump under the ground. The quick-tempered Wang wants the water to come out right now.
This is really heavy.
Just keep at it, huh?
Use your strength.
You're getting old.
Go get a wedge or
You want some
something.
help?
Use your strength. I did my best. It's too hard. Look, he can do it with one hand. What's wrong with you?
I thought
You were
using
just
two hands
pretending,
would be
weren't you?
easier.
How is it?
Raise it up just a little. Up, up!
It's stuck. Come on, help me. We're ready. Slowly now.
Hey, take a look at this.
What's wrong with it?
What is it? Let me see that. This must be it. This is so annoying. The pump's broken. What is wrong with this thing?
How could it be broken?
I don't know. Let's just try to fix it. Well, come on. What is the matter with you? The sticky part is the one that goes inside. Didn't you know that? Here, I'll do it.
Okay.
If you do it like that, it's not going to last long. This is how you do it. Okay, try it! It's finally working!
Last year, Wang met a professor of agriculture. He suggested they partner up and cooperate this year to develop wuchang rice. Wang was a little hesitant to agree. He wasn't sure if it would work out.
Mr. Wang, when you transplant the rice, make sure you get photos and videos. We could put those up on a billboard or something for promotions. This way people would know that the whole process starts from planting seedlings. Otherwise, they might think that we're cheating or something. This year is only the beginning, Mr. Wang. This is the first time we're trying this. There's still next year. We'll try to develop it even further then. Let's see what happens and do our best.
I have a friend who lives in Dongsheng, Harbin. He was the one who introduced me to the professor.
You think that you could trust him?
Well, he came to my home. He got to taste my rice, and he liked it. And then he ordered 260 kilos. He paid after it was delivered. Then, after a few days, he called me. He wanted to develop the rice from my lands on the north. He suggested we cooperate to develop wuchang rice. And that's it. That's how it all started.
The land in the village has been tilled. Wang Changchun knows that more difficult farm work lies ahead.
Lately, we've been working very long hours.
Oh, well, it's gonna get better soon.
I hope so.
After finishing the farm work at home, Hao Yunrong and her husband are going to the city to see their daughter. Last year, they bought a car which cost over 100,000 yuan. Her husband knows that Hao is anxious these days, and so he decided to give her another present.
Now that we have a car, I want to get you a mink coat. What kind of coat would you like?
Seriously? Then I want a colored one. It's very popular now.
I'll get you one this year. Is 20,000 enough?
Yes, that'll be great. I'm going to be the envy of the entire village with my fancy car and mink coat.
Let them turn green.
I also want a gold bracelet.
I'll get you one for your birthday.
I have such a wonderful life.
The sunset's rays are glowing on the beautiful Lalin River. The villagers are getting ready to face the most tiring and most challenging task of rice transplanting. The hope of a much better life is presented to them vividly, right in front of their very eyes. Major test. Please tune in again for the second episode of By the Lalin River Planting. See you then.